Welcome along, guys. Well, it's that time of the week again for my weekly pilgrimage to Silverstone to return the RSV4. What a week it has been. Well, first of all, before we get into my final sum up of the RSV4, I have to say a massive thanks to Aprilia UK, Aprilia UK, still can't say it right, for loaning me the Tuono and for loaning me the RSV4 for a couple of weeks. It's been incredible, and I just hope I haven't had the best bikes first. I hope there's going to be stuff as good as these bikes have been. Is this guy having a race? Is this Audi having a race? Mate, are you insane? I've got a 201 horsepower bike here, mate. You ain't got a chance. Look at this guy. Oh my word. Hey. Let him go. Let him go, Chops. He's not worth it. What are the truly standout points with this bike? As I said on the Tuono, this bike's got a lot of little details. This bike has a USB charger. I'm running my Git action camera from the USB by the clocks there. The little styling touches, the little, you know, just those little features which you get on a bike which is as well thought out as this is. Oh, you're taking the piss. Oh, hold on a sec, we've just got to wait for this van. This bike is so track focused that you can actually adjust where you want the engine in the frame. It's got a different interchangeable engine mounts, like blanking plates, so you can change the position of the engine in the frame. You can adjust this yokes here. That's an adjustable plate, so you can adjust the rake and trail of the forks. I mean, that's how much of a race focused bike this is. This is not your average road bike. It's not as town friendly as the Tuono is. The Tuono has definitely had its bottom end manners improved compared to this. This is tuned for top end, for mid-range, for ultimate performance. The Tuono is a better road bike, much better well behaved in traffic. This bike is so tool geared in first gear. We're doing 40 miles an hour in first at 5,500 revs. You could just ride this bike around in first gear everywhere. I don't know what the other 5 gears are for. The highlight of this bike, I think, is the engine. The same as the Tuono. This V4 engine is, I'm sure you're sick of me just banging on about it, but it is truly incredible. It's been around a few years now, and Aprilia have just refined it and refined it, and now it is just so good. The torque it delivers, the sound it makes, the top end scream, it just has everything you want from an engine. Okay, yeah, it uses a tiny bit more fuel than a straight cylinder, but not a huge amount. When I rode this a couple of months ago, I said this was my dream bike, and I absolutely loved it. I said it was more comfortable than the Fireblade, than the GSX-R, I'm not so sure about that now. It's still one of my, it's still, in my opinion, it is the ultimate sports bike. Okay, now whether that's the best bike for the road is a completely different matter, but it's the ultimate sports bike without a doubt. I had a go on the Fireblade the other week and it is less cramped. This is more cramped than the Fireblade. To be honest, this does suit. Let's get past these guys. Another thing which I find a bit frustrating with it is you cannot ride this bike with the wheelie control off. It's out of the question. It'll kill you. It'll kill you. You have to keep the wheelie control on. I can't believe there's even an option to turn it off, because it would be just dangerous, which also reduces some of the fun because you can't do any wheelies. I like a wheelie. I like a wheelie. The Tuono, you can have the anti-wheelie off and you can have lots of fun, but this is just too much power there to risk turning off the anti-wheelie. You'd be dicing with your life. I'm gonna miss Mr. Blippy. Don't do it, you silly fuck. I defy anyone to test ride this bike if they're looking for a sports bike and say they don't like it, they prefer something else. You won't. You'll love it. And if you don't buy one and you go for something else, it will be something other than the fact that you thought it was fantastic. Yeah, you chat to people, they go, oh yeah, I love those, but I bought the Fireblade. What? Why did you buy the Fireblade? Oh yeah, they're more reliable, aren't they? You've got Hondas, you know, it's Honda dealers everywhere. Ah. As I said, I'm 6'2", overweight, fat bastard. I found this tough because of the size of it, the weight on my wrists. I've actually had some troubles with my arms since I've been riding this. Like the tendons in my arms have got tight and it's been a bit painful. This isn't a bike I could ever own. If it was just a track bike, then yes, absolutely. I'd love it as a track bike, but I'm not spending 20 grand on a track bike. Get a grip. Go on, out the way, matey. Wowzers. This is a scalpel of a bike. Problem is, I'm no surgeon. Cruising on the motorway, absolutely effortless. 70 miles an hour, top gear. $90 miles an hour. That's the torque it's got from low down. It's bloody mental. I'm going to be sad and I'm going to be happy to be returning this bike. I'm going to be sad because this is really a rare experience. I'd say a once in a lifetime experience, but hopefully not a once in a lifetime experience. But to have this bike in my garage, to have access to this bike for a whole week of riding has been truly amazing, and massive thanks to Aprilia for giving me that opportunity. I'm going to be happy because if I were to keep this any longer, I was going to get nicked. It is just so fast on the road, and not to ride it fast, it's criminal. So final thoughts with this incredibly special bike. Yes, it's ridiculously fast. Yes, it's way too much for the road. It is just Oh, how'd I end up in this way? It is just a mental machine for the road. But it is just something else. To experience this for the last week has been truly an eye-opener. Incredible. Bye-bye, my darling. We've had an exciting relationship. You've tried to kill me. I've tried to love you. I've given you a good thrashing, which you love. But you just want me to thrash you all the time. I can't do it. I cannot keep thrashing you. But one thing's for sure. You are simply amazing. Jesus Christ. Oh, didn't even see me. Completely oblivious. That's what I mean. That's why it's got to go back. That's why it's got to go back. Oh, next bike. Next please. Just left KTM UK. What a facility those guys have got down there. That was amazing. A little look round there. I did enjoy that. I did enjoy that. But here we are. This is the new bike. This is the new one. Hang on.